massive grin on his face.
I might have to get it back, actually, now that we've acquired a new N64.
We have.
But I hope Hitman 2 does well. I hope it is not killed by the other bigger games.
I mean, obviously, then straight after, the next day, it's got Fallout 76 to also compete with, which is, of course, likely to take a lot of people away from Hitman. Just with the nature of Fallout games, really, and how well they've been doing recently.
This is slightly different, though, isn't it? Because it's not... It is a Fallout game, of course, but it's not a Fallout game, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's different. I'm quite excited, though.
Why?
You know, the online multiplayer... the play style is completely different. So you play with online multiplayer mode always on, but it's not like a multiplayer mode. It can be, but it can be a co-op multiplayer.
So always connected world.
Yeah. And I've not played a game like that before, and I find it interesting, and I would like to experience
Destiny.
it. Oh, yeah. But, I mean, by the time I played Destiny, there weren't too many bods around, so I didn't really see anyone.
You got lucky.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, multiplayer on Destiny, I loved that. Like, the multiplayer, I was quite good at that. But the single-player stuff, I didn't actually come across many people. So, yeah, no, I'm quite excited by Fallout 76.
I don't know what to make of it, to be honest with you. I think everyone was a little disappointed with Fallout 4, but I went back to Fallout 4 quite recently, and it's a better game than a lot of people give it credit for. There are bugs, there are glitches. A game of that size will have that. With Fallout 76, I don't know what to think about at the minute. Bethesda, historically, a very single player focused, single player orientated studio.
Definitely. But that's what I think is exciting. I think it's a new journey for them as well. So they will have put a lot of time and effort into this game, and that excites me.
In my viewpoint, the way I'm looking at it, if I'm Bethesda, obviously they wanted to get their blueprint out there for the next few years. So obviously everyone knows that they're creating Starfield. That's their next game. Yep. That's nowhere near close to release.
No.
Everyone knows that after that is the Elder Scrolls 6. Probably Elder Scrolls 6 Hammerfell is probably what's going to be called. Yeah. That means there is no Fallout 5 for probably 10 years. Yeah. So, like they did with the gap between Skyrim and the next Elder Scrolls, Elder Scrolls Online, I think Fallout 76, they've already said they're going to constantly support it, constantly update. I think this is the thing to keep the Fallout brand and name going for at least a few more years.
Yeah. Until they're ready to
until Fallout 5.
Discuss Fallout 5
which is probably a bit crazy. We've been talking about Fallout 5, considering they've barely started work on Starfield and the next Elder Scrolls. We'll probably give them some time, but I think this is their Fallout 76 will probably be going for. I think that in their eyes, they would like to keep it going for 10 years.
I think, like with Elder Scrolls Online, obviously they have constantly supported that, and the people that play it, they really enjoy it, and that's what I'm hoping with Fallout 76. That it's a game that we'll really enjoy. I am quite excited. It's set in West Virginia. We've got some of the creatures that we've watched on other YouTube channels, like Mothman and stuff there, and I'm quite excited about it. I am. And I know it is different for them, but I did enjoy the last Fallout. I think it's unfair when people review a game based on just the glitches that they see and stuff. Because for me, that didn't... Like, some of it was annoying at times, but it didn't affect my gameplay of the game. It was just a bit of a niggle sometimes, but I think people attribute too much to that sort of thing in their reviews sometimes, which is obviously something we try to not do.
It's important to mention it. I mean, at the end of the day, if I had had the problems with Fallout 4 that I'd had with Skyrim, I had massive problems with Skyrim to the point where it broke my 80-hour save.
I mean, yeah, obviously, if it's something like that, then that's going to really piss people off.
There's
we
less.
didn't create stuff have that many issues. I don't think
There's less and less excuses for glitches and bugs in games because of. I'll go back to it again. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is an almost flawless game in every shape, in every way possible. Yeah. There's barely any glitches and bugs in that thing. You know, maybe that's because the game was built on a kind of physics first idea.
Yeah.
Before
I think the way Nintendo
gameplay.
make their games is slightly different as well to a lot of studios.
But I can only imagine the discussions that went on inside Bethesda once they got hold of that game. Because you know that every single development team in the world has tried to pick that game apart. But like, how have they done this? Why is this running so smoothly? And why is it not breaking? And
but I think, again, part of that is time. Like, Nintendo give games the time to be finished and made.
They're so did Bethesda. But
yeah, Bethesda have, yeah.
It's probably a problem more with their engine than anything else. But
yeah. But I'm excited for 76.
I think it will be fine. I just don't think it will be what people want from a Fallout game. But I think those who look past that, those who look past the fact it's not a traditional Fallout game, will probably see that it's actually in its own right quite a good game.
And I do think you have to go in open-minded.
But don't expect to bomb Megaton.
Yeah.